Sanskrit ist eine alte Sprache und verwandt mit Altgriechisch und Latein.
So I think the first misconception about Sanskrit is that it's a really fantastically spiritual and deep language. It's mostly just very, very complicated and you have to stick to it to get basic understanding of how the language works.
Sanskrit is not a language which is used conversationally, even though some people still do that. And this reflects in the learning methods of this language. Unlike other languages where you practice your skills in the language through speaking, in Sanskrit this is reflected only through reading. So reading is the only way in which you can practice the language.
Wir lernen die Sanskrit-Sprache in einem Jahr. Wir fangen mit der Schrift an und lernen die Grammatik, den Syntax und das Vokabular. Anschließend lesen wir unterschiedliche Texte.
The best part of Sanskrit learning is reading sessions. You are able to read a variety of texts, and plus it is always an advantage to read it among people who come from different academic backgrounds. So there are people who do Latin, people who are doing linguistics and all sort of things. It really teaches you how to interpret a text or how one text can be interpreted in different ways.
And it's really worth it because once you overcome these difficulties and once you get hold of the Sanskrit language, you have a whole corpus in front of you, literary corpus, and you can read various types of texts directly without relying on any translations.
So I love Sanskrit language because it is used in a wide variety of literature, such as concise aphorisms such as Yoga Sutras, to beautiful and intricate poetries or dramas or epics such as Abhijnana Shakuntalam of Kalidasa or Mahabharata or Gita Govindam of Jayadeva, and even philosophical texts.
Every summer, our department offers a spoken Sanskrit crash course where students are encouraged to speak and think in Sanskrit, and this personally really helped me in solidifying my knowledge of Sanskrit vocabulary and grammar.
Die meisten modernen indischen Sprachen stammen von Sanskrit ab.
Having a solid base of ancient Indian languages such as Sanskrit, Pali, and other Prakrits really enhances your understanding of how traditions are reinterpreted in modern India.
And many of the texts are also not translated, so you might be the first one to do so.
Außer Sanskrit lernen wir auch die mittelindischen Sprachen wie Pali. Die Sprache Pali ist sehr wichtig, wenn man den Buddhismus studieren und forschen möchte.
In Heidelberg, Pali is taught from scratch, so this means you don't need to know Sanskrit before you start the course. It's also taught in Roman script, which means that it's much quicker to get up to speed. So in the first semester you learn the final points of grammar, and then by the second semester you're reading texts. And this opens you up to lots of new areas of study. Very interesting to see how linguistically Sanskrit and languages like that are kind of developing in tandem and how they sort of develop into vernaculars.
Language learning can be a difficult process, and sometimes you might feel like giving up, but you should know that you're never alone and your teachers and fellow students are always there to help your progress.